morning, everyone. I think this is working. Thumbs up if you hear me. Excellent. All right, welcome to the final day and the awards assembly for 2001-2002. There's been times during this year, what did I say? It has been a long year. Anyway, 2021-2022 school year. It's been a long year, but we've made it, and we've made it strong. So welcome to teachers, support staff, parents, and of course, our Lancers. When we drop a pebble into a pond, ripples are created that radiate out from where the pebble was dropped. If another pebble is dropped, the ripples disrupt each other and can even cancel each other out. Over the past year, there have been events both which cause negative ripples of stress, anger, fear, concern to disrupt our school community. We have tried to counter the negative ripples with the ripples of positive Lancer pride. We are all stronger when supported by a positive community and the actions that they build, the positive ripples in the pond. I've seen how this current group of Lancers, all of you, have started to come together as a community, and it's my hope that you will continue to grow as Lancers as you move on to 8th and 9th grade. Building a community isn't easy, but just yesterday during the Golden Plunger events and the indoor field days, I saw students supporting and helping each other, encouraging teammates as well as members from other teams, positive ripples in the pond. The Medic Tournament, hosted and organized by Mr. Brink. Where are you, Mr. Brink?
I'm here.
Okay. Is a long-standing example of how students come together, decide on costume and strategy, and raise money for good causes. This year was no exception, and while the competition was fierce, so was the support of their classmates. Lots of positive ripples. Student activism and positivity took center stage during the bake sale hosted by Team Nova and led by Ms., where is she? Ms. Rich. Thank you very much for your help for the bake sale. Which also helped to raise money for the Mark Collins Fund, Scholarship Fund, and the food baskets. Student Voice for Positive Change and Building Inclusivity is gaining a foothold with the new social justice group who's working with Ms. Davies. And if those students are here, if they just want to stand up to be recognized, the social justice crew. Okay. More positive ripples and a great example of initiating action. During the year, students have helped put together food bags and boxes, hung happy and supportive messages indoors, on doors and walls, positive ripples, and promoting a positive attitude. Building Lancer pride and positive community includes creating common experience and shared memories, such as group projects, team handshakes, themed Fridays, canoe trips, hikes, and bread oven days. Participating on sports teams can also send out positive ripples through the community. Several times this year, you should know, our teams were complimented for their good sportsmanship while at away games, sending positive ripples into other communities as well as our own. Just a show of hands, how many of you are on some of our sports teams? Congratulations to all of you. Teams also came together to build Lancer Pride by putting together the Lancer Pride assemblies and showing off the talent in our school. I was really happy that we could host our final Lancer Pride assembly this year in the auditorium. Also being able to show off our Lancer Pride and positive energy with the theater group, band, and chorus performances, which all demonstrate the depth of talent and goodwill throughout this school. How many of you saw the theater production or a part of the theater production of Matilda? Awesome. Did you love Mr. Brown and his green hair? That was cool. Our art students shared their positivity through creating an art walk with Ms. Bostic. They created inclusive designs to develop one collaborative mural. They discussed how LUMS helps them feel like an essential part of this community and listed the things our school offers every student. The inclusive banner designs included Lamoille Sports, Theater, Peace, Diversity, Black Lives Matter, and the Golden Plunger event. Ms. Bostic shared with me that the inclusive banner project started from within each student by using their hearts, heads, and hands. Our school is part of our society, therefore our positive ripples spread out even through their artwork. Thank you, Ms. Bostic, and she's here somewhere. But not all ripples are big, splashy, or seen by many. They don't make headlines and aren't often recognized. It's the little things, especially over time, that can make a big difference. Greeting people with good morning is a positive start to the day. Saying hello in the hallway, a smile, a wave, holding the door open for the person behind you are the little actions that let people know that you see them, that they're there, that they're a person, and you care. It's actions like saying thank you and being positive and being kind on social media, or bringing a sad friend to talk to a trusted adult that all create more positive ripples. I continue to see more and more of these positives as we have progressed through the school year. Olympian Christian Taylor said, "A small act of kindness can have a very large impact on someone else. We never know how we are helping with a simple kind word or smile. All little things are important to the community and create a positive feel that we are looking for." In closing, as you move forward into the summer and into 8th and 9th grade, remember that your positive community actions, no matter how small, create ripples beyond what you realize. Focus on the positive. Being kind and positive to others doesn't bring you down. It builds us all up. Thank you. Now I'd like to invite Darcy on stage to recognize our incredible maintenance staff and our custodial and kitchen staff that help us be the best school that we are in Vermont. And so Darcy.
Right here.
There she is.
Howdy, y'all. I know, I'll remember it. Okay. So it's always my sincere pleasure and privilege to honor some folks that are behind the scenes all the time and don't get the recognition that I really feel that they deserve. So if you have noticed how great our grounds look or how wonderfully clean our campus is, or your students have come home raving about the lunches or whatever, it's because of these folks. And they are the absolute backbone of our school, and they bring us all together, and they are very, very dear to me. I hope they all realize that. And I'm just proud to announce who they are to you all. So in the custodial maintenance group, with the leader of Dylan LaFlamme, who I don't think is here, we're going to ask them to stand up and just kind of wave to you guys. Thad Tallman, Earl Domina, Pete Everett, John LaHooyer, and Dan Alexander. They're my boys. Thank you. And under the direction of Carol Kent in the food service business, we have Shirley Mason. Yep. Carolyn Bowers, Paula Gelanu, Anthony Earl, Sherry Steigels, Larry Smith, I don't see him, and Sherry Smith. Thank you all. Oh, there's Larry. Oh, and I'm sorry, there's Derek. Oh, there's Carol. I didn't even see you guys over there. I miss Devin. Sorry, Devin. It's not on my list. So yeah, they're the people who really shine here. And we're finally working with a full-time cafeteria crew. Yes, we're no longer short. But here's a little plug for custodial maintenance. We are really short-staffed there. We have people who are working 85 hours a week. It is ridiculous. So if you know anyone who would like to be, part of a really nice crew, come on and join us and fill out an application. So thank you. Hold right there. Do you want to do the pin? Do you want to do the pin thing? Okay. So another part that we do here, even though we're celebrating the students, we are also celebrating our staff too. So we have years of service pins. So for the 2022 recipients of years of service pins, for 5-year pins, we have Mr. John Brown, and Ms. Gabby Fesher. And Ms. Carol Kent. Ten-year pins. Oh, there's Gabby. You're late. She makes an entrance. Yeah, she's tired from dancing last night. 10-year pins, Kim Dudley. And Pete Everett. For 15 years, we have Julie Ann Morin, who's in the office right now, and she actually said I gave her pin last year. Oh, she is here. Julie! Make her come down. And Sherry Steigels. Yay, Sherry! "20-year pins. We only have one. She already has one. Corey Rockwood. I remember when she started, so long ago. And for 25-year pins, we have Carolyn Bowers and Heidi Rich. We'll bring it to you, Heidi. She's shy. And that's it. Our maintenance and cafeteria staff have to get back to work because, unlike me, they have jobs to do. So we thank you all for coming, and we really appreciate everything that you do for our campus and our school. Thank you.
Next, we'll have some student speakers from each of our teams. From Team Extreme, we have Emily Bandy. From Team Alpha, Colby Hall and Daniel Muchu. From Team Nova, Frankie Martell and Sarah Crane. From Team Infinity, we have Marley Anderson, Maya Jones, Ava Martin, and Isa Marvin. Come on up. start with Team Extreme.
There we go. That would be me.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Can I just go for it? When we graduated 6th grade, we were much younger. By the end of 8th grade, some of us would not recognize the people we were 2 years ago. These 2 years of middle school are pivotal in learning and growing and deciding who we want to be. It's a time to branch out and discover what you love, whether that be sports or theater or all the other things that make you happy. It's where you meet some of the people who will be by your side for the rest of your life. And as middle school comes to a close, we find that not only is this an ending, but it's also a start to the next beautiful beginning. And we learned that it's okay to evolve and change. And that acceptance is what it means to be a Lancer.
Colby and Dan. Colby and Dan.
Being a Lancer is about being yourself. Achieving academically, promoting a positive attitude, initiating active. Those are the 3 things Lancers do all year long. Sometimes it is wild and rowdy, but we have a ton of fun, also while doing our work. We could always make the best of it. A few things I learned on Alpha was how to push myself further than the standard. I also learned how to be a leader, always being positive, and always doing it on and off the field. Thank you, Lamoille, for the great middle school experience. And a round of applause for Telly and Jake for sadly leaving the school this year.
I'm sorry, Telly, I forgot my speech. But, you betcha. Anyways, the question I was asked was, what does it mean to be a Lancer? It means achieving academically while having fun, because you can't really achieve without having fun. And in sports, if you're ever mean, does that really show Lancer pride? Does it? No. Exactly. So what I'm going at is, to be a Lancer, you have to be respectful. You have to show what? Integrity. Thank you. I'm blanking up here. It's pretty hard. Can't really see much. Oh, guys. But yeah, shout out to Telly and Jake for just being here, being awesome people, and I really hope you guys have a fun time at your other schools, wherever you guys are going. I don't know. Anyways.
Is this good? Is this good? Okay. Yeah. Hello, y'all. You know me. I'm the one with the big mouth and the colorful clothes. It's not. You may not know that much of me, but it's kind of hard not to. This is my first year here as an 8th grader, because I wasn't here last year. I like this school already more than PA, which is very surprising. I spent all of last year at home in remote learning, and I hadn't seen anyone in our grade until the first day of school, which was quite a while ago. Sorry, I literally can't read my handwriting. I was the new kid at the beginning of the year, and by the end, I felt like I have been here for my whole life. Not only do I have new friends, but I got respect, and I felt like I mattered in this building. That is why I am happy to be here. I got to be in musicals with all the amazing directors, with Kenny and Peveril and Patty. I got to play games with my team, like the Golden Plunger and the Greek thing we just did. And I got to be to run the assembly for the Nova team with Ava, which was very fun. And like Mr. Dobson said, once Nova, always Nova, Frankie out.
We all may or may not have thought about what it means to be a Lancer. For many people, it can mean different things, but being a Lancer does not just mean showing up to school. It goes beyond that. A Lancer initiates action, achieves academically, and promotes a positive attitude. To initiate action, you have an idea and you make it happen. To achieve academically, you make sure to do your work and you learn in the best way that fits you. And to promote a positive attitude, you show up to school with a smile on your face and try to make the best of your day, even when something doesn't go as planned. But being a Lancer is even more than that. The second you become a 7th grader here is when you start your journey as a Lancer. And all throughout middle school, high school, and beyond, you will be a Lancer. Once a Lancer, always a Lancer.
We were asked to write about what it means to be a Lancer. When we were brainstorming, I decided to search up the definition. According to Oxford Languages, a Lancer is a soldier of cavalry regiment armed with lances. But a Lancer is more than the definition found in a dictionary. We cannot fit into one definition or category. We are all unique with different backgrounds and beliefs. We also are part of the Lancer Pride expectations. Initiate action, promote a positive attitude, and achieve academically. By participating in these ideals, it makes you a stronger student and a better human being.
Achieving academically doesn't always mean being the top of the class or getting the best grades. It means trying to work as hard as you can and challenging yourself while in school so you can grow as a student and as a person. Achieving academically gives the opportunity to apply what you've learned, not just about school, but also about being human, to your daily life. It gives us a challenge to go above and beyond and put in our best efforts. A Lancer achieves academically, but that is not where it stops.
Promoting a positive attitude is a choice. It is a choice you make, not necessarily a hard one, but that personal choice is affected by those around you. That choice often becomes difficult in the situation when you see others around you not doing the same. But for someone who does promote a positive attitude, it doesn't seem so big or so hard. Promoting a positive attitude means saying hello. It means helping out those around you, helping making the school a better place. Even though it's a little thing, it makes a big difference. Promoting a positive attitude means being a Lancer.
Challenge is the key to growth. In school, especially at Lamoille Union Middle School, those opportunities are everywhere, so it becomes what we make of them. What challenges we create and embrace. Initiating action, setting things in motion, making change. These are key aspects and elements of a Lancer and an experience at this school. Initiating action can happen on a large scale, making a school-wide change over time. But it can also happen in little moments, as we choose to tackle the next assignment, as we choose to create something new because we wanted to. Our experience at this school is what we make of it. It's the things we initiate. It's the actions we take.
Those are the ideals of a Lancer. They are what we strive for and hope to be. When that is fulfilled, the product of it will be different for every student, and it'll be something to celebrate.
Lamoille is a union school, meaning that there are many different people from many different towns that have come together to form our school community. Some elementary schools have 18 kids in a grade. That's not much choice of who you're friends with. But at Lamoille, suddenly, there are people who have different perspectives, but also people who are similar to you. There are so many opportunities to make new friends, really good friends who help you be the best you can be. Part of being a Lancer is trying to be your best self. What that looks like for everyone is different. But that's not only a really good thing, it's also one of the most important things that makes this school what it is. That's what makes this school special.
There are 4 more years of high school and all the years of life beyond. We get the chance to bring these values with us. We will have these memories. We will continue to grow from these experiences. We will get to share them. These are the values we embrace, the things that make us different, the things that make us us. But even after all of this, being a Lancer means being you. We are Lancers.
Thank you to all of our student speakers. The next part of our ceremony today are the 8th grade Pin Awards. 8th grade Pin Awards are presented to those students who have excelled in academic achievement, leadership, citizenship, and school spirit. And these awards will be presented by team teachers. And will those teachers join me on stage now? I have listed Sydney Kopp, Tim Dobson, Corey Rockwood, Danielle Peveril, Melissa Piscatelli, and Sunny Brink.
Academic achievement. It's more than high scores on a test and good grades on a report card. Academic achievement. It's more than high scores on a test and good grades on a report card. Fred Rogers told us that children are not merely vessels in which facts are poured one week, and then when it comes time for exams, they turn themselves upside down and let the facts run out. Children bring all of themselves, their feelings, and their experiences to the learning. An academic does not simply recite answers. They wonder, they question, they think. They experience learning as a process, and in that process, they discover that knowledge isn't just power, it's joy.
I would like to share this poem with you from all of the staff in this room. It's a little longer than I wanted, but it has a beautiful meaning behind it, so bear with me, please. Dear student, you are capable of more than you know. Despite what others might say, I see your able and not your label. That label does not define you. You are more than those words, those phrases, than those names. You are more. Dear student, I promise to see your potential no matter what others might say, and no matter what the actions you put forth on some days. Because the fact of the matter is that we as teachers are there to teach you. But if I don't teach you to believe in yourself, to believe that your dreams are attainable and worth accomplishing, to believe that you have a purpose and can be more than anything anyone else would ever say of you, then there's something missing. Dear student, you see that I am here to teach you a topic and a subject and broaden your horizons and your mind to things you didn't know existed till now, and to fill you with a zeal for learning, to increase the capacity of your brain and knowledge on a wide variety of topics that make you think, marvel, and wonder about life and the world. However, more than that, I am here to be someone who believes in you, who encourages you, who never gives up on you, and who constantly pushes you to not just be a better student, but to be a better person every single day. Dear student, maybe I'm naive in thinking that we as schools should always want what's best for you, despite the attitudes you give us, and despite what other teachers might say. Sure, I've barely been doing this job a day, well, 20 years, I guess, but if it takes being naive to fight for you, despite what others have to say, then I never want to be any other way, because I want to foster relationships that last and do more than just make sure you pass. Dear student, I didn't choose this job for the money, for my own success, for the lunchtime conversations, or the constant positivity at best. I knew the cons and comments that would come with this choice. The fact of the matter is that I chose this job, not for me or my own abilities, but because I saw an opportunity and recognizing the abilities in you and give you a voice. I chose this for you. I chose this job for students because that's who it's really about. Dear student, this job was never about making my life better first, but about making your life better. Through the connections you experience in my classroom and beyond, because through that passion you discover for your life and dreams, you exponentially add a zeal to mine. Dear student, I am not here because those who can't teach, because there's no can't in teaching, only the mindset that those who can't can make a difference. Maybe for some, teaching was plan B, but that doesn't mean I see you as second best. You were, are, and should always be plan A, because that is exactly how I see you, as an A, as amazing, astounding, astonishing, and accomplished. To see you as anything less would discredit your infinite ability. Dear student, it is you who make teaching worth it. You fill me with joy, inspiration, and drive to not just be a good teacher, but a better teacher. On the good days and the bad, you add more than meaning to my life, because teaching is not just my career, it is my passion, and for you, I will fight. I might not be able to impact every student that walks through my door, but every day I do my best to rescue every starfish, because if I can make a difference to even one, then I have not failed, but accomplished something more than I ever thought I could. Dear student, if you take anything away from my class, I hope that you leave knowing nothing great ever came from something easy. The best choices require that we take chances, make mistakes, and get messy along the way, because failing forward doesn't show us we are failures, but rather that we must be willing to start again, take another path, make a different choice, and never stop trying. After all, without chances, mistakes, and getting messy, our paths wouldn't be illuminated by light bulbs in the darkness of uncertainty. Dear student, you see, I wasn't hired to be a perfect teacher, because no such person exists. I was hired to be an actress, never to fake my passion for you, but rather to be someone who leaves their baggage at the door each and every day and never lets the negativity of life affect the positivity of their classroom. Dear student, despite what I might be going through, I will act like I'm perfectly okay, because you don't need another person to tell you that life doesn't get better, or that things never look up, because you hear that enough already every day. You need someone to look you in the eyes and tell you, it's gonna be okay, even if I might still doubt those words for myself some days. Dear student, if I can't inspire you to be better, to dream bigger, to know more, to ask questions, to seek answers, and to achieve greater, then I have failed you. Because this, I promise you, I am here not just to teach you, but to instill in you a desire to want something more out of life, to be your biggest cheerleader, to ask you questions, to care about your interests, to know you by name, strength, and need, to make a promise in helping you find your purpose, to never give up on you, and to always seek to help you grow. Dear student, you are our reason for being here.
We would like to recognize the following students for their excellent and academic achievement throughout the school year.
For achieving academically for Team Nova, Sarah Crane. And Iris Rudy.
Sarah and Iris.
Iris Rudy, come on up.
For Team Infinity, Lily Langlois and Ava Martin.
For Team Alpha, Grayson Stridesberg and Colby Hall.
For Team Extreme, Winter Delorier and Abraham Kruger.
For the Applied Academics, Issa Marvin and Tommy Arnold. I'll just keep using yours after. All right, I'll keep it with my collection.
Put the old glasses on. Good morning, Lancer community. Middle level leadership reveals itself in many ways. I've been so impressed with how this 8th grade class has shown the ability to adapt and persevere over the past 2 years. Here are a few examples of how I've seen leadership at LUMS. Showing empathy and understanding for each other. Taking the lead, taking pride in their work while striving to be an in-person and remote learner. Initiating action, participating in service learning opportunities to help improve our school. Showing kindness and compassion for each other. Communicating and problem solving. Applying full effort in the classroom to achieve academically each day. Trying something new like skiing or snowboarding, theater, lacrosse, girls on the run, while being supported by adults that believe in you. Showing amazing sportsmanship as a Lancer athlete. Sticking up for what's right and taking action. Attending a climate rally to help improve the planet. Teaming with the custodians and grounds crew to keep our campus beautiful by greening up. Participating in the Golden Plunger activities and Lancer Pride assemblies to show school spirit. Hosting a medic tournament to empower students to raise money for a charitable cause while modeling the importance of exercise and teamwork. Being a good listener and having an open mind to new ideas. Organizing school events like the 8th grade trip, school dances, and off-campus team experiences. Believing in yourself and pushing out of your comfort zone to personally grow. This school is flooded with intrepid students and adults that model leadership each day. My advice to you is find your passion and run with it. Celebrate your success and never be afraid to try something new. Often one opportunity leads to a new horizon. A famous leader I have always admired is the late Nelson Mandela. He says everyone can rise above their circumstances and achieve success if they are dedicated to and passionate about what they do. He also says education is the great engine of personal development. It is through education that the daughter of a peasant can become a doctor, that the son of a mine worker can become the head of the mine, that a child of farm workers can become the president of a great nation. It is what we make out of what we have, not what we are given, that separates one person from another. Congratulations to our 8th grade class on their final days of middle school. We are so proud of how you navigated these past 2 years. A big shout out to the 7th grade class for a great first year here at LUMS. And a final shout out to all the teachers, support staff, and office staff that supported you along the way while modeling middle level leadership. Way to go. The Alpha team would like to recognize Daniel Molchu and Serenity Kolbushi for leadership on Alpha.
For Team Nova, we'd like to recognize Charlie Kirk and Alana Crittenden.
For Team Infinity, Coco McGrail and Marley Anderson.
For Team Extreme, Elizabeth Daly and Axel Mashi.
For the Applied Academics, Grayson Stridesburg and Kai Waldman.
Good morning. My name is Tim Dobson. I am the language arts teacher on Team Nova, and I've been asked to say a few words about citizenship. It was just about a year ago that I spoke here on this same topic, and since then I've had some time to refine my thoughts on the subject. And I've reached a couple of conclusions about citizenship and what it means to fulfill our obligations as citizens, and I'd like to share some of those this morning. The first conclusion I've reached is that I've had something all wrong all these years. You see, I heard this saying once, and I took a measure of comfort in this saying, and even passed it along as advice to young people from time to time. And you may be familiar with this adage, and may even have found some comfort in it yourself. And it goes something like 80% of life is just showing up, and sometimes I've heard it as 90% of success is just showing up. But you get the idea. Showing up is the key. But after much thought, I've recognized I have two issues with this belief. The first issue is if 80% or 90% is just showing up, what the heck is the other 10 or 20%? I mean, nobody really talks about that. Is it luck? Is it good looks? Is it skill? Well, no one ever really says. So it's a little bit vague for me. The other issue I have with this saying, regardless of what the other 10 to 20% is the ratio is way out of whack. I mean, absolutely believe you gotta show up. I mean, look around you, right? All of us has shown up today. How different would this be if nobody showed up or only half of us showed up? So yeah, you absolutely have to show up, no question. But simply showing up is not enough. Once you show up, you must engage. And not just engage, but you must engage in a positive way. That is your responsibility as a citizen. The second conclusion I've reached about citizenship is not really a new realization to me, but a renewal of a belief that brought me to teaching so many years ago. You see, I agree with John Dewey that education is the fundamental method of social progress and reform. And I was reminded of this this past April when I was reading the George Packer's excellent article in The Atlantic, where he quotes Robert Pendicio, who's an educational leader, and he writes, "Public school is our core civic institution. Not just because, ideally, it brings children of all different backgrounds together in a classroom, but because it prepares them for the demands and privileges of democratic citizenship. It is our responsibility as a school community to prepare young people for the rigors, the rights, and responsibilities of citizenship. Not to indoctrinate, not to teach young people what to think, but to provide opportunities for young people to develop into literate, self-aware, self-actualized citizens. Our communities, this community is stronger and healthier when we successfully do that. So if this public school is to fulfill our promise, each of us has a little engaging to do. First, faculty, support staff, administrators. We have been isolated from each other for a couple of years now, but we're able to start coming back together. We must use the... That's the story of a middle school teacher's life, just when you get on a roll. We've been isolated for a couple of years, but we're coming back together, and we've got to use this opportunity to re-engage with one another and have challenging conversations about how best to prepare our students for citizenship. What opportunities will we provide? What boundaries will we set? What rules will we enforce? We all need to go home. Teachers all need to go home. Take a little rest now, because this has been a bit of a meat grinder this year. But these conversations are going to start taking place this summer. I ask teachers, faculty, administrators to engage in those conversations so we can return in August prepared to implement a shared vision for preparing young citizens. Next, parents and families, thank you for coming in. We appreciate it. We appreciate the support you give our students, your kids. We simply can't do what we do without your engagement. Please, please continue to model positive engagement and continue to support what we do here. And, right? And finally, our guests of honor, the students. Hey, thanks for showing up. Yeah, right? We appreciate it. We know how busy you are. We know the dozens of other things you could be doing, and yet you are here, and we do appreciate that. But now that you're here, you gotta positively engage. What does that look like at school? It will probably look a little different for each of you. For some of you, it will be, raising your hand and offering to read in class. Maybe it's just cleaning up after yourself in the lunchroom or in the classroom. Perhaps you're trying out for the musical. Maybe just turning off your phone and putting it away. Maybe you're working through a math problem on the board in front of everybody. Perhaps it's just listening to a classmate to understand their perspective. Maybe asking a teacher for help. Maybe introducing yourself to a classmate by name. It could be as simple as pressing submit on that Schoology assignment, or as profound as standing up to somebody in the lunchroom and saying, hey, we do not use that word here. This may be scary for some of you. Perhaps you are a little apprehensive, perhaps feeling a little anxious. Good. I mean, you must learn to lean into that discomfort. Trust me, you will survive. Your school cannot adequately prepare you for the rights and responsibilities of citizenship if you merely show up. You must engage. Citizenship is not a challenge by choice, and engagement is expected of you as a citizen. It is what this community deserves and what this community needs. Thank you. Team Nova would like to recognize for citizenship Sela Churchill and Frankie Martell.
Team Infinity would like to recognize Eric LaFountain and Maya Jones.
The Alpha team would like to recognize these outstanding citizens, Charlie Leaker and the birthday boy, Sawyer Thibodeau.
Happy birthday, Sawyer. Team Extreme would like to recognize, thank you. Team Extreme would like to recognize Thomas Chilson and Ava Zapantis.
The Applied Academics would like to recognize Aaliyah Adams and Jasmine Florent-Cloutier. Oh, she is here. Okay. Hello, my name is Mr. Brink. I teach physical education. I'm honored to here to talk about school spirit. But you guys have been sitting for a little while, so why don't we have everybody kind of stand up and shake out your willies a little bit. Now, many, you can stay standing for a minute. Now, many of you know that we have the high school spirit day going on as well, right? As you walk by, you heard them cheering and clapping and stuff. So parents, you probably have not heard this before, but our middle school can get pretty loud. So we're gonna do a start with our little school spirit cheer. And I'm hoping that you guys can let the high schoolers hear you in their gymnasium. So basically, it's just a repeat after me. So middle schoolers, are you guys ready? All right, it goes a little something like this. When I say blue, you say gold. Blue, blue. When I say Lancer, you say pride. Lancer, Lancer. Beautiful. I know they heard you in there for sure. All right, so spirit is about supporting our school colors, the blue and the gold. It's about our sports teams. It's about arts. It's about the musicals. It's about theater. It's about our bands and chorus. It's about our Glow Club. It's about Heart and Soul, formerly known as Girls on the Run. All these activities, they give us all an opportunity to come together as a community and to display our school spirit. And all these are very, very important. But I want to talk about something a little bit different. I want to talk about a different kind of spirit. It's a spirit that we all possess within us. It's our own inner spirit as individuals. We've all been through a pandemic for the past 2.5 years, and your spirit has been tested. All of our spirits have been tested. We came back to school thinking everything was going to be back to normal, and that was the furthest thing from the truth. But you persevered. You were resilient. You failed. You grew. And you succeeded. Guys, you made it through. You made it. That right there is the true definition of spirit. So with that being said, I have some spirit challenges moving forward. 7th graders, my challenge to you is to welcome the incoming 6th graders with open arms to the LUMS community. Show them your empathetic, kind, and caring spirit. 8th graders, my challenge to you is to take your energetic spirit and continue to challenge, to be curious, to explore, and to grow as you embark on the next chapter of your journey. We all have our own experiences. We all have our own path. So my challenge to everyone in this room, as we move forward as humans, to use our own individual spirit, to be more kind, to respect, and to honor others as they navigate through their own journey. Thank you. Oh, I need the paper. The Applied Academics would like to recognize for school spirit Nate Levitt and Levi Cole.
For school spirit, Team Nova would like to recognize Zakai Lewin and Riley Velisca.
Team Infinity would like to recognize Haley Bryce and Zach Pretty.
The Alpha team would like to celebrate these two for amazing school spirit, Samuel Goodell and Josh Crane.
For school spirit, Team Extreme would like to recognize Cassie Boisno and Emily Bandy.
Next is our Lancer Pride Civic Responsibility Award. This award is presented to 8th grade students who consistently met all of our Lancer Pride expectations over their 2 years at Lamoille Union Middle School. This includes excelling in a majority of the following skills and characteristics: for achieving academically, organization, work completion and revision, preparation, time management, and study skills; for promoting a positive attitude, collaboration, communication, participation, and advocacy for self and others; and for initiating action, attendance, responsibility, and citizenship.
We're going to do this by team, so as I read your name, we're going to start with Team Nova. Come up to the stage and get your award and just stay up here, please. Team Nova, Alana Crittenden, Sarah Crane, Sheila Churchill, Iris Rudy, Aaliyah Adams, Frankie Martell, Hannah Bolio, Riley Velisca, Hazen Lange, Zakai Lewin, Nate Levitt, Gavin Baker, Charlie Kirk, Alexander Brudice, and Jeremy Demers. You're supposed to shake and take. You know, that's how you do the awards, guys. Shake, take. See? Okay, Team Alpha. Wyatt McAdoo, Sam Goodell, Josh Crane, Jasmine Florent Cloutier, River Hadley, Colby Hall, Hannah Johnson, Carly Leaker, Daniel Mochu, Landon Romano, Sawyer Thibodeau, Lorelei Yusi, Grayson Stridesberg, and Annalie Roberts. Okay, Team Infinity, Issa Marvin, Ava Martin, Maya Jones, Marley Anderson, Tommy Arnold, Kaylin Underwood, Lily Langvoice, Coco McGrell, Destiny St. Hilaire, Haley Bryce, and Zach Pretty. Okay. Team Extreme. Emily Bandy, Thomas Chilson, Macy Clark, Levi Cole, Elizabeth Daly, Winter DeLawyer, Abe Kruger, Axel Macy, Meadow, Carter Richardson, Thomas Sullivan, Nick Vayu, Kai Waldman, and Ava Zapantis. Okay. All right, let's give these guys one more round of applause. Good job, you. All right, you can go be seated. Thank you. Off you go. Off you go. I did?
They had changed it on the other one, and you have the final one, but they had changed it on the original one.
So this is the right list, but it's not, doesn't have all those. I should have read these names. Is that yes or no? Because we had all the other ones. I printed this this morning.
I know, but they didn't change it on your final thing. They changed it on the other ones.
Oh.
Read them off of these.
Oh.
Actually, it's just extreme Israel because I made them change.
Okay, so
The Lancer Pride Star Award is given to 7th or 8th graders who, over the course of the past year or two, have demonstrated outstanding educational and/or personal growth. Through determination and perseverance, they've overcome obstacles that stood in their way and rose to the occasion to becoming a Lamoille Union Middle School shining star.
this time we're going to start with Extreme. Arlo Bickford, Cassie Boiseneau, Macy Clark, Alex Gold, Savannah Limley, Amelia Magnan, Benjamin Privy, Carter Richardson, Ethan Rossi, Patrick Resnick, Elijah Sullivan, Nicholas Vahue, Hazel Warner, Nicholas Bothfield, Elise Drew, Jacob Richardson, Gianna Seeley, Rowan Sinclair, Sabrina Soutier. Here, I can help. Team Infinity, Eric LaFountain, Derek Corbett, Emma Jones, Nick Cody, Tanner Burgoyce, Clay Brown, Tegan McLean, Ace Tallman, Zoe Anderson, Gage Cady, Avery DeMag, Mason Wells, Ava Bodwin, Haley Bazzaio, and Wyatt Bailey. Nice. Nope.
Haley?
Wyatt.
Oh, Haley's behind Wyatt. Haley's right behind.
Team Alpha. Liam Bovert, Haley Burt, Trace Carton, Lyric Lagu, Haven Naylor, Lillian Pastina, and Isaac Schroeder.
Haley. Is Haley here? Yeah. Haley.
That's it. Team Nova, Ryan Rosenlin, Haley Bradshaw, Connor Breyer, Shasta Nelson, Dylan Turner, Envy Lee Whittemore, Dominic Sauls, and Barley Earl.
Haley Bradshaw. Connor here. Shasta. Thank you, Bob. Yeah, I got Paula Roy.
Thank you. Let's give our shining stars one more round of applause. Good job, Dad. Okay, off we go.
So as was referenced earlier in this presentation, we have a number of staff that are leaving, some for retirement, some to move to district positions, some to different schools or even other states. And I just want to recognize them for their service to our community. We have 3 longtime teachers who are retiring after wonderful careers here at Lamoille, and we will miss them. And if they could just stand to be recognized, we have Ms. Rich, Ms. Willian, and Mr. Roy. But we also have several teachers moving on to other schools due to changes in their own lives. So we have Ms. Kupiak, Ms. Clark, Mr. Baird, Ms. Piscatelli, Ms. Bostic is taking a year off, but we certainly hope she returns the year after. Mr. Brown is finding another adventure, not sure where yet. Jacob from Team Alpha is moving on. And KB, who has served several roles here at Lamoille, will be moving into a district role to serve the whole district as our ELL coordinator. I don't know if KB is here today, but she will be missed. And as Mr. Brink was referencing in his wonderful speech on school spirit, we are a community. We are the positivity that we all put into it. And these people have contributed so much to our building. They will be missed, and I wish them well. And I want to thank all of you for being here today. It is wonderful to see a full... Oh, almost forgot the most important thing. Everyone is waiting with bated breath as to the winners of the Golden Plunger. So if I could have the Applied Academics team up here to give us the results, that would be amazing.
Good morning, everyone. Congratulations, 8th graders, moving up to the high school next year. And thank you for everyone for coming today. I'm Carolyn Willian. I teach STEM, and my teammates are Sonny Brink, the PE teacher, Dana Kupiak, who's health teacher, Hillary Bliss, FACS, Family Consumer Science, and Marcy Bostic, our art teacher. And we are the Applied team. So for the past 6 years, we've had this very competitive Golden Plunger Challenge. And I think all of us agree that yesterday was probably the best, it was the best Golden Plunger Challenge we had ever had. There was so much cooperation, so much enthusiasm, so much goodwill with one team cheering on another team. And teams persevering even when things did not go well. It was an incredibly positive ripple in our community. And thank you for all of your efforts into making that day yesterday so wonderful. So here's our score. Alpha, end of quarter 4, 80, Extreme 130, Infinity 85, Nova 90. So today, we had an extra incentive for the team that could get all of their library books returned. And Team Nova was the only team that was successful, and they get the 10 bonus points for that endeavor. And then the day before, we had a new challenge called the Pass the Can Challenge. And we were really impressed with the ingenuity of the teams to get the can from one pair of feet to the other pair of feet with keeping the tennis ball inside. And we had a lot of participation from 2 teams. I want to give a shout out to Team Alpha and Team Extreme, who had 100% participation. So when we looked at the time and the number of students involved, Team Infinity was 4th. They get 5 points. Team Nova was 3rd for 10. Team Extreme, 2nd for 15. And Team Alpha with 20, taking the lead. All right, Alpha, now 100, Extreme 145, Infinity 90, Nova 110. Team Walker. So the Golden Plunger Challenge is an incredibly competitive event. We had no idea that one team would actually build their own walker and practice with their own walker so that they could really take that event. And we've never had a score like the score Team Extreme came in at with 19 seconds doing that. So Team Extreme, 20 points coming in first. Team Alpha, a good minute and 20 behind, coming in second with 15. Add another 30 seconds to give Team Infinity third for 10. And Team Nova, you didn't give up. Let's just say you didn't give up. 5 points for them. All right, Extreme still in the lead, but now Alpha and Nova tied at 115 each. Infinity at 100. All right, the plumber relay. So loud in the gym, trying to count 1, 2, 3, 10 spins, trying to keep your balance, find that blue line, and then go back, high five your next person. Oh, sorry, Jizzy Izzy. Right, let me go to that one second. That was kind of fun to watch. So, and the scores were so close. Team Infinity and Team Nova were 1 second apart, 1 second. Team Nova was 4th place, so they get 5. Team Infinity, 10. Team Extreme, second with 15. And Team Alpha, 20 points. So Alpha now at 135, Extreme 180, Infinity 110, Nova at 115. All right, back to Plumber. Again, there was a 1 second difference between two teams. But the team that really nailed that was Team Infinity for the win with 20 points. Team Alpha, 1 second ahead of Team Nova. So Alpha for 15, Nova for 10. Extreme, this was not your best event. 5 for Extreme. All right, now we're at 150 Alpha, 185 Extreme, 130, and 130, 2 tides for Infinity and Nova. Okay, academic challenge. There were some interesting answers. I'd like to give a shout out though, and I think it was Caden Paquette. Yeah. Caden knows how many chromosomes he has. Unfortunately, his group mates wouldn't listen to him. Okay, for the academic challenge, I'm not going to tell you the scores here because they were a little embarrassing for some teams. Team Alpha, you did not do so well in that, 5 points. Team Infinity, second place for 10. Nova, third place for 15. And Extreme, 20 points. So Alpha 155, Extreme is 205, Infinity 140, Nova 145. All right, hula hoop. We've done this before. And I think the entire Team Alpha could join the circus. They had the amazing jump through the hoop. And they crashed all the records from the past. So they took that with 20 points, Team Alpha. Team Extreme was 15. Infinity 10. And Nova 5. So going into the last challenge, your team spirit, how well you coordinated your outfit. So we're going into that with Alpha going from last place right now, 80 points to start to 175. Team Extreme 130 to start, 220. Infinity 85 to 150. And Nova 90 to 145. Oh, 150, wow. There's a lot of numbers on there. So Team Extreme, there was only one person that didn't coordinate. So they take that with 20 points. Infinity, you had 94% of your people color coordinated, so you get 15. Alpha, you were at 93%, 1% lower for 10. And Team Nova for 5. So for the year 2022, for the third year in a row.
Not in a row.
Yeah, no, she forgot it. It's there. We would like the Team Extreme captains to come on up so they can hang it back in their hallway.
Good job, guys. Good job. Street Fighter?
So Kupiak has a Street Fighter Award. So that's the award that we give to a team that we feel like has really gone deep, not only for their team, but for other teams. And it's always a tough choice to who we're going to give this to. We were really impressed with Team Infinity yesterday. They did such a great job cheering on Team Nova. Let's go Nova, let's go Nova, who really needed that extra enthusiasm when the walker wasn't going so well. And we really appreciated their effort. But we'd have to say that when we started the year, there was one team that was in last place at the end of quarter 1. They were in last place at the end of quarter 2. They were in last place at the end of quarter 3. And there were a lot of people on that team that didn't want to participate. And what we saw this week is 100% participation from this team, going from last place with 80 points to ending today with 185. So we'd like to recognize Team Alpha for their dramatic turnaround. So can the captains for Team Alpha come? Liv and Sam did an amazing job organizing their team.
Wait for Liv. Get a picture. There you go.
So before Team Alpha leaves, whoa. Team Alpha, I want you to come back here. Team Alpha, come back. Liv, come back. I have a very special request for Liv, who's going to be here next year. Sam, sorry you're not here next year. We're going to miss you. But you're going to give Liv that Street Fighter Award. All right? And Liv is going to cheer this team on because the only team that is not on that golden plunger is Team Alpha. And next year, we want to see you on that team. And Liv is going to take care of this Street Fighter Award, and she's going to make sure it gets passed on to another team So the Team Alpha gets the Golden Plunger next year. Thank you so much for making it really fun for us. It was really the highlights of our days when we got to go do the Golden Plunger activities, and your enthusiasm made such a big difference for this year that was not always the most enthusiastic. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. That concludes our ceremony for today.